Why Boruto and Sarada will surpass their parents. One of the many issues people have with the series is the power scaling or power cliffing or overall power of the new generation of ninja, and even how they handle the previous generation, mainly with Naruto and Sasuke. And whether it's personal bias, reading comprehension, lack of knowledge, or not wanting to believe the truth, many people hold on to or come up with takes and ideas that it doesn't make sense for these newer characters like Boruto, Sarada, Mitsuki, and Kawaki to be anywhere near as strong as Naruto and Sasuke, or that the original Shippuden duo were heavily nerfed in Boruto, and that's the reason why they're losing to characters like Delta and Jigen, which is just not the case. Let's start with the best rebuttal to this whole topic first, which is the age-old saying in Naruto that's been reiterated numerous times: the new generation will always surpass the old. This is something I don't see the need of giving every example of, as it's very apparent all throughout Naruto, especially with himself and Sasuke surpassing everyone, and while it did take a while for them to become greater than the likes of Madara and Hashirama, it did still happen and everyone was fine with accepting that. Now, moving on to Boruto, we get the next generation with the standouts and focus on Boruto, Sarada, Mitsuki, and Kawaki, and for some reason, whether it's one of the ones I said earlier or not, the rules don't seem to apply and people refuse to accept and believe that these four characters have what it takes and have unlimited potential, even greater than their predecessors, giving them the opportunity and chance to surpass them. Speaking of potential, let's talk about it for these characters. Comparing both Naruto and Boruto here, from each when they were young kids at Genin, the skill disparity, not including help from Kurama, was massive. Like, Boruto already has 3 nature transformations, being wind, lightning, and water, while Naruto at this age didn't even know any. And in fact, he only learned about nature transformations after his time skip in Shippuden. Then moving on to the Rasengan. Naruto took over a week to learn how to use the Rasengan while needing to utilize a clone, while Boruto did it in just a fraction of that, even accidentally adding a nature transformation into it, something that Minato, the guy who created the jutsu, never could accomplish while trying, and something that took Naruto needing to utilize his large pool of chakra for shadow clones to speed up the process with, and that still took him more days to do than it took Boruto to fully learn the Rasengan, on top of adding the chakra nature into it. So right off the bat, we see that from this alone, and his reputation around the village for being a natural genius already speaks for his potential to be had. And then now if we factor in the Karma and Momoshiki's situation, on top of the plethora of insane jutsus and skills like Flying Raijin, Rasengan Uzuhiko, the ability to fly and float, his lightning release jutsus, and then all the techniques that adult Sasuke taught him all throughout the 3-year time skip, it's just way too much for anyone to say it's unbelievable that he has passed someone like Naruto, who, by the way, after his 3-year time skip, came back with just a bigger Rasengan and very basic knowledge on how to break out of Genjutsu, which he was training with Jiraiya. Let's not gloss over that, because Boruto was training with Sasuke 100%, and then possibly even Kashin Koji, Jiraiya's clone, who is stronger than him. I laid all this out for Boruto, and keep in mind, there's more that I didn't mention, but after all of this, how are people going to say that Boruto cannot surpass Naruto, or Boruto passing Naruto does not make sense or is far-fetched? Next for Sarada, she as well has insane potential and even already has displayed feats and skills that put her well above Sasuke when they were both at the Genin age, even with Sasuke having his curse mark. Sarada has mastery of the Shuriken Jutsu, Chidori, is a very smart and tactile fighter just like her father, and this is seen when she is able to figure out Boro's core and even blitz it, which is a crazy feat. And then before the time skip, she did unlock her MS, which, say what you want about the Awakening, I personally think it's wildly misunderstood, but she got her MS differently from any other Uchiha, and since this happened before the time skip, she had the 3 years to train with it and get more experience using her Sharingan and MS in general. And considering we don't know anything about her abilities or anything related to it, there's now a blank slate for Kishimoto to give her some busted hacks abilities, further allowing her to compete with the upper echelons of the Borutoverse, further raising and outlining the potential she has as a shinobi. This video is mainly for Boruto and Sarada, but Mitsuki as well is one of those characters who people say he can't be strong because he isn't the reincarnate of some god or whatnot, but he's basically got Orochimaru's snake abilities that made him so strong, and then the strongest version of Sage Mode, Snake Sage Mode, that is so powerful it completely tears apart his custom-made body specifically designed to harness the power. Yet people will look at you dead in the eye and be like, yeah, I don't know, he's nothing special, which is crazy. The issue that most people have in regard to not only this issue for Boruto characters, but for people in Shippuden as well, is that in their mind they come up with some fake artificial cap or limit on how strong a character could possibly get, based on no information, just straight up thinking they can't be strong because of this, that, or the other. There's many examples for this. One I come across a lot, mainly because I've talked about her in the past, is Sakura, because people just refuse to believe that for whatever reason, she can't get as strong as certain people even though there's nothing stating or implying that. From what we know in the series, there's multiple ways to get stronger, like training and fighting. Both of them have been confirmed to make you better. There's no denying that, that's the fact. And then when it comes to Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, everyone stands on that, everyone knows that, no one will argue against that point. But come to Boruto, apparently this proved factor of gaining strength just doesn't follow or work anymore. Because once again, most people come into the series holding these false preconceptions and biases and start spewing nonsense thinking that these characters who fully eclipse everyone previously in Shippuden cannot get as strong as their favorites Naruto and Sasuke. Quickly before we move on further, I thought this was an old take, but I've seen it multiple times recently. Naruto and Sasuke in the start of the series, so full power 6-pass Sage Mode Hokage Naruto and Rinnegan Sasuke are not nerfed in Boruto. There's a plethora of ways to flat out disprove this, but if you still believe that they're nerfed, there's no chance you're going to listen to reason, so there's no point of even trying. At the end of the day, none of us know the upper limits any character can achieve because strength and overall prowess as a shinobi or ninja or character is achieved and gained through numerous ways, and unless Kishimoto himself comes out and says this character cannot reach certain heights, it is unreasonable, dishonest, and blasphemous to say otherwise. So will characters like Sarada, Mitsuki, and Boruto surpass Naruto, Sasuke, and even Jigen? Yes they will. There's no reason to say that they can't, and since they're being taught by stronger shinobi, fighting tougher opponents, and have potential beyond belief, it's safe to say that they'll become the strongest in the verse. Thank you for watching this video, I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to see more from me, I'd appreciate if you would subscribe, and don't forget, Boruto is much more enjoyable when you don't have people saying how much it sucks in your ear constantly. Have a good day.